Yeah. My name is Carlos Lopez Estrada. I am the director of Summertime. So almost exactly 2 years ago, I finished my first film, Blind Spotting. And as I was trying to figure out what kind of story I wanted to focus for my next movie, I found this incredible group of poets in a room in this building. And little did I know that this connection was going to end up resulting in what now is Summertime. I met these poets through an organization called GetLit. And GetLit is a nonprofit that works with a bunch of different schools in LA, introducing literature through poetry, spoken word poetry.
All these spoken word poets have come through GetLit. Every single person in it has come up as a young person through the program GetLit Words Ignite and stayed very involved. And this program, I mean, we serve thousands of kids in school every year. It's pretty big, but everybody in this film, they're there for a reason.
The way I came to know Carlos was really initially as a fan. I had seen Blind Spotting the summer before and was just so crazy about that movie and about what Carlos had been able to accomplish in that movie. And I just loved it so much that I really kind of tracked him down, and I ended up flying to New York to meet with him.
The idea it didn't come about right then. We just knew there was something there. We didn't know what it was, but we knew we needed to continue working with GetLit and with this group in particular.
And so he said, here's this idea I have. He said, I'm wanting to do something that would be told in a loosely structured fashion, sort of akin to something like Slackers, but told in spoken word poetry. And I was like, that's crazy, but that's crazy great. And he goes, I said, what do you have? And he said, well, there's this group of poets with whom I've been working from this organization called GetLit, and there's about 25 of them that I really feel could be the spine of this movie. And I said, where's the script? He goes, yeah, I don't have a script.
It's been an endorsement for taking chances and doing things that haven't been done before. There's a moral of the story is to be able to not be afraid of doing something different, but make sure you have someone like Carlos who really has a vision, has an understanding.
When we started the project, I told myself that the reason why this project was going to be so unique and so worthwhile would be because nothing about how we were going to put it together was going to be traditional, was going to be conventional, and because we were going to let these poets guide the process. We were going to let their work and their voices tell us what this movie needed to be.
To see the performances of these young people from across Los Angeles and the response in that sold out theater. I was laughing so hard, and then I was crying so hard. I was a sloppy mess. I was just so incredibly moved the entire time. And afterwards we walked out of there, and we looked at each other and I was like, I still have no idea what this is, but let's do it.
What happened during that showcase was that these poets really took me on a journey. Through each of their poems, you got to essentially travel across LA into different neighborhoods, into different people's spaces, and you got to experience the city in a way that felt so intimate and so wonderful and so vivid.
These stories are really important because no one ever gets to hear them. They're really authentic. One person didn't come in and write a film for a bunch of people. That's one person's vision. This movie was co-written by 27 young people. You know, it's written from the perspective of these different artists. So it's like a stew where every single ingredient has weight and richness and flavor, and it just makes it unlike anything I've ever seen.
I was going to try to remain open throughout the process to see what excited the poets, to see how their poetry would shape the movie, and to let the process guide the product.
It's most satisfying for a producer, for helping an artist realize a vision. I think that we had a feeling it was either going to be us or nobody, so we said let it be us, and happy we did.
The process behind making Summertime has been the most rewarding creative experiences of my life, and I think that having this record of the production from day one, from that very first meeting that we had with all the poets, and following it through production and into Sundance is something that is gonna mean a lot to me and is gonna mean a lot to the poets. So I hope that this collection of moments that you're about to see, their stories, just like all of ours and these poets, are worth telling, and whatever the form may be and whatever shape it may take, we did it, and so can anyone else.